Thanks, Rance. You know, they're talking about that weather, and it could be stressing some people out. And also, so does the holidays. We've been talking a lot about the holidays and the added stress due to finances. So it's going to be one of the most expensive Thanksgiving Day dinners ever because of prices. And then also supply and demand, you know, finding those gifts for people could add additional stress. So what can we do about it? Well, Dr. Tracy Alloway, as always, we like to lean into you and your expertise to get some help with this.
Well, I appreciate that, Mark. There are a number of things that we can do. The first thing that we know is social interaction is so important. Now here, be careful. Just because they're family doesn't mean you have to socialize with them. But we do know from research that social interaction can actually increase that oxytocin, that's our bonding hormone. And so when you're feeling stress, it can de-escalate stress and boost your bonding. So seek out people you enjoy.
That's interesting because that could have been one of the drivers with COVID. When we were on lockdown, not having that interaction probably increased stress.
Oh, definitely.
So that makes a lot of sense. Now, I like this one. Eat dark chocolate. So really, scientifically, that helps you to reduce stress?
That's right. So 70% cocoa solid. So don't go rummaging in that Halloween candy basket just yet if it's not dark chocolate. But the flavonoids in dark chocolate, brain imaging studies actually showed that it increases our gamma rays. That helps with brain functioning, helps your brain work better, even up to 2 hours after eating 4 tablespoons of dark chocolate.
Okay. You know, in my mind, I'm picturing that, and that's not that much, but still,
it's
you know.
Enough. It's enough.
And then this one's interesting. When you talked about this before, bite a pencil.
Yes. So this is from my app Brappy, and when you bite a pencil, it tricks your brain into smiling. So when you're feeling stress, it's called the facial feedback theory, where you're forced into a smile, and it tricks your brain into thinking, well, I'm stressed, but I'm smiling, so I must be feeling pretty good.
That's
really
weird.
Quick one to do.
Yeah, so your mind just kind of figures out what's happening just by the muscle memory or whatever.
Exactly.
And then equates that to an emotion.
Telling your brain. Exactly.
Wow. Now, another one that I think is really important, and that is to write it out. Very therapeutic.
It is, and I say this to my clients too as a licensed psychologist, but sometimes we write down positive things, and certainly it's important to write down what we're grateful for. But some studies have shown that even writing down something that maybe didn't go so well, something negative, is a way for you to process that emotion. So that can be very helpful too.
And then what about when it comes to financial stress? Because with the holidays, it's kind of a dark outlook as far as what will be available. Inflation is happening on numerous things. What can we do?
That's right. So I'm actually partnering with Capital One, and they did a survey of over 2,000 Americans. Almost half of women regret impulse spending. So the first thing to do is to recognize that maybe you don't need that thing after all. We don't need to rush out, click, or buy it right away. And instead, maybe we can focus on experiences. And there's a lot of research to show that experiential gifts last a lot longer because there's emotion connected. If you know someone well, you want to think, well, what's their hobby? What can I give them that they will actually enjoy that's meaningful?
Yeah, I mean, that's a great one to follow, especially when they're talking about a shortage on a lot of the hot items for the holidays.
That's right.
So that's a great route to go. If people want to learn more about you and connect, how can they do that?
I'm online, tracyalloway.com. I'm on social media, Dr. Tracy Alloway. I'd love to hear from all of you.
All right, right now we're going to send it to Eden.